Hi, crafty YouTube people. I am back with another layout for Mini Kit Monday. This is the second layout, third week of July. I start off with the Die Cuts with a View Great Stack papers and the Great Vacation Stack papers. And I decided that I wanted this bold orange color on the bottom, but then I changed my mind and I decided to put it on the top. This layout went through a lot of changes. I was first going to do the orange stripe on the bottom with a upper left to bottom right corner diagonal layout. And then it changed because I consulted with my friend Crafty Meggie, and she said that it was going to be a bit much. And I agreed with her. I showed it to my husband, and he said the same thing. It was just way too many blocks going down the center. It's basically the same squares, except I had them from top left to bottom right corner. What happened is that I decided to uh, move everything. I went from the orange stripe being on the bottom to the orange stripe being on the top. And then I moved everything to kind of collect or be at the top portion of the layout. It kind of spread and grew down towards the bottom, so it's not as like top heavy as I would have wanted it to be, but in the end it still works. It took me quite a while to do this layout. Here, that white sticker, it's a sticker that I'm pulling off right now, and I'm putting it onto a Project Life card. That's part of the sticker set that I had pulled out from Glitz. So this is the second sticker that I use, and it says follow your dreams, and I personalized it with those Walmart stickers that you saw, and it had a alphabet, and so I just wrote his name, and I think I used a comma also, although I'm not sure if that's grammatically correct. Don't send the grammar police for me, please. Here I am using this Scraptastic cut file that I had received sometime in 2015, and I still had it in my reserves, in my stash, in my I don't know, I can't remember, I just blanked on the word. I've been watching Janet from RTS Scrapbooking. She is a wonderful lady. I'm kind of really hooked on all her videos right now. I've been binge watching them, and so she calls it something else instead of stash, because we treasure it and adore it and organize it. Inventory, I think, is the word she uses. So that right there, cut file, was from Scraptastic Kit Club in sometime in 2015, and it was in my inventory, and I decided to use it right here, right now. This picture is of my son pointing to a fire extinguisher at the doctor's office. And if you hear my kids in the background, I apologize. They are here for the summer. I've got 2 more weeks. I'm kind of doing a happy countdown and sort of not wanting to either, because then that means I have to wake up early. But here since I had already used the sticker and it was permanent, and I stuck it down to the paper, I figured I'm just going to stick everything else down with glue, because I've already been hemming and hawing over this layout for way too much longer than I should have already. So I start gluing everything down. Thank goodness, because it was just, for some reason I wanted it to look a certain manner, and in my head it looked a certain manner, and it wouldn't translate to my paper, and it just took a long time. And so I had to move paper around without even starting to film this, until I had decided what I wanted. I took a picture, and then I started arranging everything more or less how I wanted. Here I noticed that the whole left hand side is almost gray, with the exception of that notebook looking paper, teal colored one. And so I decided to put something else that is gray on the right hand side to kind of balance that color, or just so that it won't seem all gray heavy on one side and then just all white on the other. I did add that green, and that's also from an old sticker sheet set that I have from Simple Stories. And then I also start gluing these chipboard circles that I had pulled for my for this mini kit Monday for July, except I also put one of those Walmart stickers. They're from Sticko, and they're called Everyday Stickers, the Boy Icon sticker pad. And I put, it's a little, what do you call it? Like a number one cup, like if they won from a sport or something. I don't know. It just was something affirmative and a positive icon for me. And I also took that other green arrow, cross arrows one that I put on that above that quilted star that I punched out from the Jenny Bolin Fiskars punch. And I put them on top of the Heidi Swapp chipboard circles, even though they could have been fine with just, you know, whatever was printed on them. I kind of wanted different colors and different motifs, and so I just decided to do that. I also put an @ sign and then a 3 with a Heidi Swapp resist chipboard, and I added Red Illusion spray. I think it's like Postal Red Box or something like that. And I found another fire truck in another sticker sheet set that I also pulled out. And here is the quote that I have for this photograph. I have already posted this photograph before, and it's on my Instagram if you want to have a better look at it. But my son said, "The firemen need an extinguisher just like this one, Mom." And so he's pointing at it, and it's just kind of like at this point in time, he is really obsessed with firefighters, and it's his dream to be a firefighter, but also Owen from Jurassic Park, The Lost World. So he's got plenty of dreams, but this one's kind of been the consistent one. And so I just want him to have a goal, and I write about that in the tag that I put on later on during the video. Here I also feel like I need to start including everything in the kitchen sink, and so because it was so many squares, I wanted to kind of detract that solid block shape with using different shapes and sizes and textures. I ended up putting stickers and wood veneer. Here I find these little flags that say "My boy." And then I also use that large quote with the basic gray alpha set. And they're in a cream color right now, but what I loved about them and what I discovered, I think, late in the game of scrapbooking is that if you buy white alphas and you have markers, you can color them whatever color you want to make them. So I think there was a while where I was picking up every single color of things, letters especially. Thickers, ironically, I wouldn't use them. And then I'm like, oh no, let's get some cream colored ones or some white colored letter stickers that I can color in. And so that was my thing for a while, even though I hardly use letter stickers. Here I also put some clear stickers that I found from the Paper Studio. It's a Hobby Lobby brand, and there I had put the word brave from that clear sticker set. I put a fire department sticker on the little truck. I also put a fire hose and a helmet right underneath or right by his picture. There's a fire department shield sticker that has foiling on it, and I put a hose right on the fire truck. I think I had already mentioned that one. So here's what I had learned from the cream colored set. I used this YR07 that is blurry, but it's the best I could find within the film. And I'm showing you here that I'm using those basic gray alphas. I really love this size, especially for big titles like this. And I'm putting more stickers. These I backed with some white cardstock, or actually pattern paper, and I just turned it around. And so I'm gluing final touches. You can see that I also added this fire hydrant just to emphasize the fireman dream or emphasis or main topic of this page. I write my journaling down in a tag, and you don't see it here on the top left corner, but you do see it right here in the pictures and the details. I did show my journaling if you want to pause it and read it through. I added that whole bunch of other little stickers, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out Tracy Rancier, Becky Biding, and Kathy Feigl for their videos and their takes on their Mini Kit Monday. Mine is a bit late, and I apologize, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!